Hi guys, my name is Kingstino, and these are my guys. Smokey Beats,
Precy.
amazing producer.
Voyage.
Precy P,
Yeah.
amazing producer. I'm Fab, OloyeFab,
Olo.
very good rapper.
Kanokwa.
Okay guys, today our topic for this episode is a question, and the question is virginity overhyped?
Please, could you repeat that?
Are you
Is
asking or you are telling us?
It's a question. Is
Okay.
virginity overhyped?
Is virginity overhyped?
Yes. So, what is your concept?
A
A follow-up question. A follow-up,
Please, virginity.
Yeah.
As in,
is virginity is virginity overhyped? And then, what is your idea about abstinence from sex until after
please,
marriage
before you
Okay, yeah, I think
in which country?
in the world?
Okay, in the world.
We're in Nigeria, so in
I
Nigeria.
think you just rephrased it well.
Nigeria.
Abstinence from sex, that's before marriage. Yeah. Okay, that makes more sense to me than just saying virginity being overhyped. Yeah, go ahead.
Let me start with you. What do you think?
With me?
Okay.
You should know better. I mean,
Okay, Precy, tell us. What do you think? What's your...
why me?
Oh, yeah, now. Talk. Just give us your idea.
You know, these are some. I have to understand you perfectly well. Like you said, virginity. You are asking us if it's overhyped. Like, yes, no man, don't touch
Okay,
me.
let me-
If it's overhyped, when somebody say that, this girl a virgin.
Yeah, there's this... we were brought up to believe that virginity is a virtue that every girl should uphold till you get married, before you start having sex.
Okay.
But then you see on social media a lot of young people coming out and shaming, making it look like if you're a virgin, you are in quotes a Jew girl, like you are you know soji. Do you understand?
Okay.
And then I've also heard someone said that a girl came and saying, please, I want to be like a woman. Disvirgin me. I want to feel my friends are making mockery of me. And I'm like, has it gotten to this point?
Okay. Now, the issue is, if we have to see from two different generations, I'm trying to be fair on every part. Now, in that generation where we were told that the woman's pride is her virginity, it was not overhyped then. I remember even till now, I think in South Africa or Ghana, there's a festival where they test girls if they are still virgin and they give them certificate for it. That's why I'm asking, in which country exactly are you? Because if you are making reference to our country, I mean, like, yes, it is overhyped. Because we have lost our moral values. You know, our quest for westernization, like, it has really, how do I say, corrupt our sense of value for ourselves. So in Nigeria, actually, when a girl say I'm a virgin, you just like, so what? But like I said, there are countries where they give them certificate. They come out for festival every year to prove that they are. So you have to look at it from now. If Nigeria is like where we are using Nigeria for our setting. Yes, I will have to be factual. Morally, it's not, but it is what it is. At this point, if we have to sit down here and talk and expect people to learn one or two from it, we should bring the truth to the table. You understand? I'm not going to follow popular opinion or what I feel like, okay, may they hear, may they know, so I'll be a good person. I'm not speaking to myself. So, present Nigeria is overhyped. Nobody's interested. yourself as a guy, you imagine now you met a girl. What's your why are you hustling for the girl? Is it not to knock? And the girl came and she said, I'm a virgin. Are you supposed to be clapping for her? So
Well, if you look at it, anyway,
So,
anyway,
as it is now,
Fab, what do you have to
it's
say?
overhyped in
I
our
think
society.
I think I agree with Precy. I think it's overhyped. To me, it's overhyped because it doesn't change anything. It doesn't make you a good girl. A good girl can decide to keep virginity for 30 years, and once you get married, if it's in you to be promiscuous or to move around or for this man not to satisfy you, it doesn't matter when you're this virgin. A girl that wants to go out, that wants to do all kind of thing, will still do it. So to me, I think it's overhyped.
Well, this particular topic, I don't think there's any way we can really buttress it without bringing religion into it. Because religious practices all over the world go against sex before marriage. And based on that, we've been able to, should I say, make it a lifestyle. And parents, regardless of their own background, always want to teach that to their kids. But that being said, being overhyped, well, I wouldn't want to see it that way. Because I believe if religious practices are anything to go by, it's still something our youths and we as parents should teach our youths and encourage them to do. Because at the end of the day, it's still a practice that has not gone wrong eventually.
Sorry to cut you.
Okay.
Are you saying teach them to do, or are we talking about what they are doing already? Because if he's saying what we think, you understand, is right to do, it's a different thing. If the question is it right to keep your virginity or lose it? You understand, it's a different thing. That point, this issue you are raising. But we are talking about people that have lost theirs already, and people who have not lost theirs, like you said, they really don't make much difference. You can't see the difference much. So the deed has been done.
Well, what I think, I think that there's a lot that we need to teach the younger ones. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And if we must teach them that they should abstain from sexual immorality
Good.
until marriage. That is what God designed intercourse for, in marriage. Do you understand? And there's a lot of benefits. I see people shamelessly coming on social media to come and start saying things like, if you, that's good girl no they pay, blah 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 blah. So the little good girl is trying to go wild to be accepted in the society, and we cannot continue encouraging that kind of thing.
But losing your virginity does not make you a bad girl.
Now, the reason why you can say that's a school of thought, but the reason why if you abstain, it's better for you is because there's a lot of benefits. There are so many things that you don't have to worry about.
Like,
you don't have to worry about unwanted pregnancy. You don't have to worry about STD. Let's even
they
not,
catch up for
because
toilet too.
no. Wait, relax. Let's not even let's
with condom.
apart from the religious angle, and then the spiritual angle, which some people will say, hey, no matter, I no mean. Do you understand? Apart from that aspect, let's look at it intellectually now. Let's look at it on even a surface level. All of those heartbreak. Have you seen where a daughter was sent to school to study in tertiary institution, and then as a result of saying get boyfriend, and then start doing a lot of nonsense. Do you understand? As a result of this game may just be brilliant, but one guy just take and see, leave relationship alone. That's the ideal situation, and we should keep encouraging that. We should keep preaching that. Do you understand?
Let me come
leave
in.
relationship alone. Focus on your.
You are missing a lot of things together. You understand? Abstinence from sex is different from living relationship alone. You understand? Why they call it abstinence is because, if I'm getting the English right, is because you are in a situation where you are supposed to have it, but you are stained
from it.
So
it's not a function of whether
you don't need
or not.
to isolate yourself because you want to keep your virginity. So if we are here to advise, so maybe me and Fab, we got the question wrong. If we are here to advise, honestly, I wouldn't sit my daughter down and said, if you keep your virginity, nobody's proud of you. I can't say that. What I said, I was stating the fact, the situation on ground. Do you know why it's good to state the fact? I don't want any girl listening to me saying, okay, keep your virginity, it's not overhyped. I want you to keep your virginity because you want to. You feel it's right. Those now that now, like you set an example of a girl now who now went looking for a guy, say, I want you to disvirgin me. My friends are laughing at me. You see, she's not even determined to keep it. I've met a girl. She's through with her university. She's working. She's still a virgin.
There's a lot of...
So, those one, if you like, shame them about it, they don't care because they know why they are keeping it.
Yeah.
It's only those who don't know why they are keeping it that want people to encourage them to keep it.
No, the thing is this. Your society, your environment has influence.
If you want to talk about the society, that's why I say, if you want to talk about the society now, everybody, as far as the society is concerned, is overhyped.
But there's this
Nigerian society.
But there's this general belief that a lot of people, everybody, they knock everybody. But you know that that's not true. Even though a lot of people, the loudest voices are the voices of the ones that are knocking everybody. There are so many people that are still not knocking everybody.
Yes.
Because I saw on Pastor Kingsley, Pastor Kingsley Okonkwo, he was saying that he has wedded a lot of virgin couples. A lot of virgin couples. So there's this assumption that
let's stop what we are talking about. I don't want to go into all those hype.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yes. How
did he confirm?
Yes.
If I go to my pastor now and say I'm a virgin, my girlfriend is a virgin, will he take us to the hospital?
Do you know why?
Okay.
There are issues that sprang up in some of these cases after marriage that really confirms that these people were virgins.
All of them.
Do you understand?
All of them.
For you to come out and say so number of people, do you understand? That means you had.
I think
he's a counselor.
Let's continue with what we were saying.
We don't
even have.
Let me ask you a question. I met a girl who is a virgin. I am so proud of her. Like, at this age, how did you do it? That is what I keep asking. How did you do it?
How did you know?
Now.
No, because you had. There are things that will happen. You will know that. Okay, this person.
Listen,
he's the one in it.
But my question.
No, he's not the one.
You should know.
But the question, I said I didn't say somebody told me.
Met a girl, and you saying a lie.
This is a pastor. This man met the girl.
Listen,
Kesley,
I want to ask you a question. I want to ask you a question.
If I cannot vouch for him, then you can also vouch for
him.
No,
not me. Don't vouch for me.
I just have to
vouch for me. Kesley, I want to ask you a question about virginity being overhyped or not. you are not married.
Mm.
Are you looking for a virgin girl to marry or a good girl to marry?
Wow.
A good girl to marry.
People don't change.
So
No, a good girl to marry, and a good girl can be a virgin.
Okay.
Yes.
good. So you are not emphasizing on her being a virgin, right?
I would like to point out
Your
something.
emphasis is not on her being a virgin.
Yeah.
I just want to confirm that.
I would like
Yes.
to. Yeah.
Good and fair.
At that point, it means it's actually overhyped. But I want to point out something. And this issue of virginity, this is a personal practice.
Yes.
It's not something.
Police now they look for people who don't this virgin.
It's not something that qualifies you for anything. Actually, it's a personal practice. It's a good practice actually, but it's something personal. You don't write it on your body.
And don't wait for anybody to praise you
and
for it.
because you're a virgin doesn't make you better than somebody else that is not. So, for that reason alone, you can say it's overhyped. But as a practice in itself, it is still something we need to encourage our kids,
Sure.
our friends to practice.
Yeah. I heard a story of a girl who allowed the boyfriend to have anal sex with her because she wanted to keep her virginity. So at the
That is
end,
insane.
yes, at the end, if you now marry such a girl, a virgin, like
Oh man.
She's not virgin to me.
she's
a virgin.
you
She's still a
virgin
virgin.
her, then like is she better than
Mentally, she's not.
No,
So
she's not.
that's the
She's
point.
not.
Mentally, she's no longer a
Mentally,
virgin.
she's not.
I'm trying to bring you back to why I said it's overhyped. You understand? I think the mindset as a young man looking for a wife, what you are looking for is a good
Girl.
woman to marry, whether virgin or not.
Yeah.
Because Oloye said something then that virgin, you might she's a virgin, good girl, and you marry her because of it. It tastes forbidden fruit.
No, wait. Nobody marries a girl solely because she's a virgin.
Yeah.
Then it's
Do you understand?
overhyped.
No, it's not overhyped.
It's
No, at that
overhyped because
stage-
we're not even supposed to
okay,
be.
what's the essence of
We're not even
virginity?
supposed to be
in
talking
itself?
about virginity.
Yes.
But it should be between the girl and the guy in question.
guy.
Exactly.
So it's overhyped.
Not even the girl and the guy. It should be between the girl and
and
herself.
herself.
Yeah.
That's why I said it's a personal
Yeah.
practice. It's a very good practice, but it is personal.
It's just like this. It's just like this.
Abstinence.
This mentality we have, like
that is-
when you
that
see
is-
when you see a girl who wear maybe a leg chain. You understand what comes to your mind first? Or the one that put like 5 earrings here. Do you this one Olusho? You might just be right. There's some see it as a fashion set.
Just like me, that's the way I see it.
You understand?
Yeah.
But the first thought,
As an
you know,
African,
no be
as a
wrong.
Nigerian
Yeah,
man,
this
yes.
one not be wrong.
That's the
yeah.
way we see them. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Yeah, but it might be wrong.
When you see this one done this vegetating, you might like I beg, who's next? So it's just a mindset thing. It's just a personal thing. You understand? It's a personal thing. If you as a girl you feel right, you have reasons why, maybe because of your upbringing, you are from a good home, from a Christian home, and you said, okay, I have to keep my virginity till I get married. Honestly, wherever you are in this country right now, Precy
Thumbs up.
Pounds is proud of you. But if you are not a virgin, feel good with yourself. You can, you know, feel swan back, right? It's all good. Be a good girl. It doesn't change anything for me as a person.
Yeah.
I'm looking at not what you have done, but actually what you have become. That's what matters. Passing through the society, what you have become, not what you have passed through.
Yeah.
You understand? Some go through that deep sea, but they don't get drowned.
Why go through the deep sea?
You have to. You can't escape it.
Why?
part of
That
the
is
world.
life. Don't come here. Don't come to stand by. You have to be part of it.
Part of what?
You know, they said, like school now, they say, don't let school pass through you. You pass through school. That's what life is.
The school has to pass through you.
No, don't pass through school.
Don't pass through school. Let the school pass through you.
Yeah.
So you don't come to life and stand by the sideline and watch.
So you test.
Yeah?
You test.
It's not test. The intention is not to test.
The intention is what?
The intention is to be part of life itself.
To live.
If along the line you find yourself in a position where you have to test.
Do you know number of people that especially teenagers and young adults that as a result of not having proper guidance,
they've gone astray,
and then as a result of sexual activities and all of those things, tried abortion, and then at the end of the day lost their life. You can just avoid all those drama.
See, the society is messed up. You see, this social media we see, it brought a lot of advantage and disadvantage. You see, it's like it's a sugar-coated rubbish. You understand? Like on the outside, it look like man, social media don't help us. So if it did Nigeria now, they see me for America. But you know that outside of it is making us like undermine the damage it's causing, especially to the teenagers. I can assure you that before social media, teenage involvement in sexual activities is not this much.
Yeah.
You see, when we were growing up, our parents don't, as a matter of fact, like, you can't even stay and start imagining it because it's not things you hear or see every day.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Yeah. So, because the mind is a very crazy thing. Once those pictures, those voices start building up in your mind, you can't stop. And now you go to social media and you see there's some of all these celebrities, they are paid to ruin the world. They call themselves influencers. Most of them keep influencing evil into the world.
Yeah.
And it look beautiful.
So now, should we now accept it as a norm?
You see, the issue is not about us accepting it. It is what it is.
It's there already.
You can't even stop it at this point.
So at the end of the day,
you can only try to train your child. But in this modern society, how many hours do you spend with your child per day?
At the end of the day, parenting has become tougher, but because most of the time both parents go to work, and the child is left to deal with social media and social
That's
media.
Another topic for another day.
Actually, we are digressing from the topic.
This one you are going to is just too big.
Now let me tell you something. Whether you like it or not,
yeah,
right? Abstinence from sexual intercourse till marriage is still the best, and then a lot of people are still practicing it. Let's not join the bandwagon that everybody they knock everybody.
Yeah. Let me share this story. Let me share this simple story. Okay, so I overheard this story from a friend of mine just recently. Okay, so there's this lady that just got married not long ago, and she's the daughter of a prominent pastor. From what the story says, she's the daughter of a general overseer of the church. So she got married to this young man, and you know how Christians do courtship and all, and eventually they settled down, and about a week into the wedding, she realizes, is it a week? Sorry. Eventually she realizes that this man has no manhood.
How?
Yes.
How?
Okay.
How?
Now,
that's the way the man was born. Actually, everything there is just empty. There's nothing there.
Flat.
It's not as if there's something there that is not
maybe once more.
There's nothing there. It is just flat.
That's bad.
That's the way the guy was born. So in that situation, and she married as a virgin, how does that play in her mind? Do you understand? How does it play in her mind? What does she think of the whole process and everything?
Mr. Tenants.
Now she's talking to the parents, and asking them what she's going to do, that she's going to speak out and all, and they are telling her to calm down and not say anything, that she wants to spoil the reputation and all.
That's the problem.
And this is what Nakin would have saved.
I mean, have you
understand?
watched the film Kingdom of Jerusalem?
See, that case is 1 out of 1 billion.
That's because you're.
Let me tell you something. In that movie, Kingdom of Jerusalem, I don't want to go into the story of the movie, but I remember that lady was telling that guy that was forming righteous, our people, we are the protector of the law, we can't get married just to become king. She told the guy, a day will come, you wish you did a little evil to save the whole good.
Meaning what? Meaning what?
There was sex.
Because
How?
in that movie, that guy...
No, it's not necessarily sex.
No, not sex.
Assuming
the guy,
she was...
you see, when the father... I think the father... I can't remember. The father of that lady, she's a princess. The father is the king, and she's weary, she's dying. And there's this bad man, in movie, there's this bad man, politically strong, that want to marry her, so that once the father dies, he become a king. And I think the man is probably from another religion. But the girl want that guy from the protector of the kingdom to marry her, so that when the father died, he will become king instead of that bad man. The guy refused that. They don't do things like that. At the end, when the father died, that evil man married that guy. That guy spent the rest of his life in the war front protecting the kingdom. So these things, I know moral band. Sometimes use your head, though. Now, have you gone to the market before?
Yeah.
You don't go buy electronics before.
Yeah.
Good. This is new Samsung TV.
You cannot use that one as an...
No, let me finish.
Allow him make his point.
This is new Samsung. Okay, Tokumbo Samsung TV.
Okay.
They say this one tested okay. You cannot listen, my friend. There should be plug for light. No. Bruh. Come on, remote press and
you cannot.
Let me finish. They press all our channels, put time, everything they work. Bam. They tell you this one. You say this. I say non-tested. When you reach house, if it work, it work. If it don't work, it work. How can you buy non-tested? You reach house, it don't work. You are crying.
Cannot. Ladies and gentlemen, let me do closing.
See, let me make one point. Let me make one point before you close, please.
Yeah, don't close, oh.
Please, let me make a point. Now, my point is this: he made one statement. Then he said, "It's at the end you would wish you had done one evil to protect all the good to save the whole good that you have done." Now, in this case of this marriage, I think what she should have done is, I think they were not necessarily. She doesn't necessarily have to have sex with this guy.
Okay.
But I mean, at times,
naked pass together.
No.
Okay.
At times when we talk religious, at times when we are over religious about things, it doesn't really help us to understand the case in itself. I mean, they could talk about it. They could talk about sex.
They are avoiding the sex. If they talk about them, they go want to do.
It doesn't matter.
Yes, talking about sex might lead to sex.
One won't kill anybody.
No. I mean,
one won't kill anybody.
If she had talked about it, asked him about it, have you had sex before? Are you, engage yourself.
And are you sure that they didn't have that conversation? Or have you had sex before?
But because it's coming as a shock to her. If they have had that conversation.
Anyway, like I said,
if you buy non-tested, it don't work, don't cry.
Anyway, like I've said, abstinence is still the best. Smokey, your story is 1 out of 1 billion.
Okay.
So this kind of thing, they eat.
May we not be unfortunate.
Amen. So imagine the good that abstinence will do.
Yeah.
Compared to the evil that testing, like you said, testing. Imagine what testing the damage that testing can do. So, ladies and gentlemen,
no, like somebody you want to marry.
Abstinence. Abstinence. Let's follow what God. Let's follow God's command.
Yes.
Okay.
Abstinence.
Yes. So why would they resolve that?
It's the best. Now? It's the best, actually.
they have families. They will discuss it. No, but that's the truth. You cannot, because we don't know all the story.
No, but
we only know one side of the story.
You are from the guest family. What will you be doing?
What will I do? We'll resolve it.
Wow.
We'll resolve it in a family way. We'll settle. We'll look for a leveling ground to settle. So
point us towards the level.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've come to the end of this episode. Abstinence is still the best.
Okay.